The Lions line up, same as they did on Boxing Day. Marcus Dewhurst in goal. Number 2, Rhys McNally. 3, Brad Nicholson. 4, Andre Jones. 5, and captain Hamza Ben Sharif. 6, Kennedy Deagy. 7, Kane Felix. 8, George Cantrell. 10, Aram Solomon. 11, Gabriel Johnson. And 18, Chris Sang. That's going to be Brad Nicholson with this throw. Goes towards the near post. Hamza Ben Sharif nods it down. It is, well, oh no. Comes off a York City player and the referee's given a corner. Might have ricocheted off McNulty there. Okay, you can't see, can you? Because you've got a red.
Yeah, let's
just assume.
I'll go with whatever you say.
York City were not happy about that. Solomon goes over to take this corner from the left. There's a lot of bodies in the 6-yard box. I wouldn't be at all surprised if there was a free kick given almost instantly here. It just seems to be the way of things. And Solomon's going to knock this right-footed into the box, into that crowded 6-yard box. The referee having a word. And it goes towards the near post and it's headed away. Doesn't beat the first man, unfortunately. Solomon will get another go to knock it in. And it's up. And it's into the back of the net! And Hamza Ben Sharif looked like he got the last touch. It's York City 0, Guiseley 1.
Fantastic start for Guiseley. Aram Solomon was there, tracking back. Got a really good ball in swinging to the box on his right foot, right into the danger zone and into the back of the net.
Adriano Moke now in the centre circle, being shepherded by Aram Solomon, but does well. Turns Solomon, moves forward down the right-hand side. Kempster with the ball into the penalty area, cuts inside, right-footed shot just over the bar. And that's easily the best move of the game. Again down the right-hand side for York City. They just trying to move the ball across the back. That back three they've got. And again, Aram Solomon is beaten for pace as number 10, Kieran gets in. Kieran Green gets into the edge of the penalty area, makes a brilliant run. A left-footed finish into the corner of the net, levels the scores for York City here. He just sprinted away from Aram Solomon, got to the edge of the penalty area. A side foot finish, nothing Dewhurst could have done. It's York City 1, Guiseley 1. Left-footed again. A lot of bodies in the 6-yard box. That's better. Punched away by Peter Jamieson as Hamza Ben Sharif loitered dangerously. York City just struggling to get this clear of it, and a header straight up in the air to Kennedy Deagy almost allows Hamza in. And again, York City, Steve McNulty has to come across quickly, belying his size, and clears for another corner, this time on the other side.
Yeah, did well that time, guys, to get the ball back into the danger zone quite quickly. And there were still bodies up there to force the decision for McNulty to concede another corner.
This one, Gabriel Johnson is standing over. Aram Solomon is loitering as if to suggest a short corner. And again, plenty of white shirts at the far post this time. So maybe a slightly different approach. Johnson with it right-footed into the box to the far post. It lands to Brad Nicholson and just wouldn't get clear. But now it has come clear for Alex Kempster, and he's only got Rhys McNally in front of him. He gets past Rhys McNally. He gets to the edge of the penalty area. He turns back, and Andre Jones is there, thankfully. And York City win a corner.
Well, I tell you
from
what,
a really attacking position.
I'll tell you what, Rhys McNally's done really well there because he was beaten for pace. And there was the danger that if he put his foot in at the wrong moment, he'd have been getting sent off. And he's managed to stay on his feet, and by just enough time for Andre Jones to get in, and between the two of them, force this York corner.
Now McLaughlin plays the ball back to Callum Griffiths, who loops the ball into the air, and it's a header that just goes beyond Marcus Dewhurst, but the referee's already, the flag's up for offside. Oh, Kennedy Deagy should have cleared his lines there, but the ball ran over his foot, and Alex Kempster can break down the right-hand side. He's got Brad Nicholson up in front of him. Plays the ball back to Adriano Moke, who plays a lovely ball into the box. It's headed away, but it falls to the feet of another red shirt. Played out to Sean Newton now down the left-hand side, who has time to pick a spot and play a good powered effort that's parried away by Marcus Dewhurst, but only as far as David Ferguson, whose low cross is again punched away low. Nicholson again with that long throw, it'll go again towards Hamza Ben Sharif at that near post. McNulty steps across. That big head of his looks it away. Nicholson will get another chance to put it under the post. Falls to Kane Felix. Kane Felix first time volley is deflected away, and York City can clear their lines up towards Alex Kempster. And now Rhys McNally has to come across to stop Adriano Moak from breaking away, and actually does a really good job there to play the ball into Aram Solomon. Aram Solomon again with a lovely through ball to Chris Sang. Johnson now in midfield. He's got support from George Cantrell. He's got Kane Felix in front of him, but McNulty reads that, steps across. Ball goes back to Jameson and ricochets back off Kane Felix and into the arms of Peter Jameson. Chris Sang went for it but was miles offside. A real worrying, sharp intake of breath, and the ball's gone over the top of, oh my goodness, and the clearance from Peter Jameson completely defied everybody, bounced over the head of Marcus Dewhurst. Chris Sang plays a neat little ball to George Cantrell. George Cantrell awaits for Aram Solomon to arrive. Solomon's ball out to the left-hand side is poor, and York City can break again. Here comes Dan Maguire up against Kennedy Deagy. Kennedy Deagy's got to stand on his feet here. Andre Jones can't put a foot in because he's on a booking. York City pull the ball out to the left-hand side now. David Ferguson. David Ferguson up against Rhys McNally. Cuts inside David Ferguson. And again, Guiseley have just populated the edge of the penalty area with their own players. Sean Newton now on the left-hand side with a lovely cross in. Kennedy Deagy gets up. Gabriel Johnson's rather scuffed clearance falls to Adriano Moak, who hits a first-time shot over the bar. But a real opportunity there for York City. Immediately has to go back to Chris Sang. Chris Sang, his first touch is poor, but it's retains possession until he gives the ball away again. And York City can come away with Kieran Green. Kieran Green turning, sprinting past Andre Jones. Andre Jones is trying to keep up with him. Kieran Green with a shot over the bar. Again, really good opportunity that had Marcus Dewhurst stretching. Well, oh, now Kane Felix. Joe Tate slipped and Kane Felix can get away. He's got Callum Griffith in front of him. He hits a shot from the edge of the penalty area. It strains the arms of Peter Jameson, and Lee Shaw expresses a little bit of frustration there because he was free. If Kane Felix had seen him, but Felix was so keen. Corner in, nodded down by Jordan Burrow, and eventually clattered away, but York still have possession. Another ball into the box, has to be dealt with by the Lions here. It's ricocheting up into the air, nodded down into the arms. Oh! Well, it should have been easily collected by Marcus Dewhurst, and in the end... Side, his ball in is poor, and Rhys McNally can clear, but again, it's not dealt with properly, and Adriano Moak can come away down the left-hand side again if he can produce a cross. There are Jordan Burrow in the box. Now, just played out again, and it's, well, York City will shout loud and hearty for a penalty there, but I think it was more a coming together of defender and attacker there. Change very quickly, very quickly. Brad Nicholson out to Aram Solomon. Aram Solomon puts a low ball into the box, almost lands to Kane Felix. Kane Felix has left-footed, toe poked into the back of the net, and against the run of play, the Lions have taken the lead here at Bootham Crescent.
Well, just like that, Dave, you said this could change in a moment. Who was the most important player in the match for Guiseley? It was on the outside of his left foot. It came from nowhere on the edge of the area. It went through Jameson. He buried it. The away fans in that far corner went crazy.
Oh, my word. Well, how about that? Merry Christmas, Guiseley fans. A fantastically well won and well unexpected 3 points here from Bootham Crescent. It finishes York City 1, Guiseley 2.